I'll throw this up. Go ahead and put the clips in. And I'll be right back.
I'm gonna let you guys jump out first, and then I'll do it after.
Okay, right? I'm jumping, boys. I'm jumping.
Oh, jump now, boys. Jump now.
Look, you see them to the right? Look.
Yeah.
I'm swimming, boss.
I made it, boss.
They're already up there, guys. What fuck?
Yeah, they're in the back of the boat.
Get the guy on the right. Get the guy on the right. Thomas.
Oh shit! Where's my gun?
Hey, y'all dead?
There's no way for me to get on the boat.
One dead.
Or a ladder.
One dead.
I'm hiding.
Just smoked his
We have a demon on this boat. You don't want to fuck with him.
Is it you?
Hell no.
Let's push the right side.
Guys, kill these pizza motherfuckers. Careful, Thomas. Careful. Thomas is dead. Thomas. You killed my boy. I'm gonna kill you.
I got one.
He killed Thomas. Help. He's down here. Look. You see him right below. He's there, right? See them, Bazin? Careful. Careful, Bazin. Bazin just smoked him.
The side opposite the bridge and closest to Benito.
You get him, Bazin?
He smoked him. Bazin is down, I think.
One at the front.
There's one above on your heli, and there's one climbing the stairs right now, I think. Smoked another one?
Other one's at the tippy front.
Pushing out. Give me a second.
Hey, watch my battle. He's pushing you.
Oh shit! I didn't see him there.
I smoked another one.
Did you smoke the one at the front?
Yeah. No, the one at the top? No. The one at the top? No.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, cool. Them boys guys trying to get the phone.
Fuck, I'm pushing up.
Yeah. Oh, this is fucking funny. Bro, we're fighting fucking pizza gang. They parachuted on the fucking boat. Everyone's dead but me.
Yo.
You better tell me. You better get like I'm a sabotage this bitch if you don't give me my friends.
Right.
You don't think I will?
You're dead, bitch. You're dead.
I'm gonna do it. This is fair warning.
Hey, if you shoot the helicopter, you're dead as fuck, bitch.
But if you don't give me my friends, I'm shooting the helicopter. We in the middle ground here. You ain't the cops, but I need to get my boys out.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, what's good?
Hey, I'll give you one chance to surrender. You're it right now. You put your hands up. I'll let you live and leave with your boys.
What do you mean you let me live?
I'll let you live, dog. I'll give you one chance.
Look at him. He's dead.
How's that looking for you, dog?
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Alright.
I am back, boys. How was it? Was it good?
All right, let's do this. Should I run it back? I'll run it back.
I'm gonna let you guys jump out first, and then I'll do it after.
Okay, I'm jumping, boys. I'm jumping.
Oh,
I need to jump.
now,
Join
boys,
in on
jump
Pizza
now.
Gang, boys.
Look, you see them to the right? Look, 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 look.
Yeah.
I need to find out if they're still doing it.
I'm swimming, boss.
I made it, boys.
They're already up there, guys. What fuck?
Belen,
Yeah, they're in the back of the boat.
get the guy on the right. Get the guy on the right.
Oh, it's a better
Oh,
edit.
shit. Where's my gun?
Hey, y'all dead?
There's no way for me to get on the boat.
One dead.
Or a ladder.
One dead.
I'm hiding.
We have a demon on this boat. You don't want to fuck with him.
Is it you?
Hell no.
Let's push the right side.
Guys, kill these pizza motherfuckers. Careful, Thomas. Careful.
Go,
Thomas
go,
is
go,
dead.
get the shotgun. Go.
Thomas. You killed my boy. I'm going to kill you.
I got one.
He killed Thomas. Help. He's down here. Look. You see him right below.
Oh my god. Yeah, I did see parts of
Yeah,
it.
right. See them buzzing? Careful, careful, careful. Careful, buzzing. Buzzing just smoked him.
The side opposite the bridge and closest to Bonito.
You get him, buzzing?
He smoked him. Buzzin is down, I think.
One at the front, one at the front.
There's one above on your heli, and there's one climbing the stairs right now, I think. Smoked another one?
Other one's at the tippy front.
Pushing out, give me a sec.
Hey, watch my ladder. It's pushing you.
Oh, shit. I didn't see him there.
I smoked another one. I smoked another one.
Did you smoke the one at the front?
Yeah. No, the one at the top? No. The one at the top, no.
Oh, cool.
There's definitely certain bits of this that I've never seen.
Fuck, I'm pushing up.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't believe I didn't fucking eat all day till 8.
Oh, this is fucking funny.
Me and my fucking
Bro, we're fighting fucking pizza gang. They parachuted on the fucking boat. Everyone's
15-hour fasts every day.
Yo.
You better tell me. You better get like I'm a sabotage this bitch if you don't give me my friends.
Right.
You don't think I will?
You're dead, bitch. You're dead.
I'm gonna do it. This is fair warning.
Hey, if you shoot the helicopter, you're dead as fuck, bitch.
Well, if you don't give me my friends, I'm shooting the helicopter. We in the middle ground here. You ain't the cops, but I need to get my boys out.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, what's good?
Hey, I'll give you one chance to surrender. You're it right now. You put your hands up. I'll let you live and leave with your
What do
boys.
you mean you let me live?
I'll let you live, dog. I'll give you one chance.
Look at him.
Beautiful.
That's perfect.
Give me
And
a
then
call,
I call
and I
you
should
right
be pretty
after.
free. Easy.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Sounds
Take
good.
care.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, real quick. Call me back.
Hung up too quickly. What was it?
What happened to your Russian accent?
What do you mean what happened to my Russian accent, bro?
You sounded like, sorry, you sounded like someone I know.
there's still an accent there, bitch. I'm just Americanized, okay?
Oh shit!
I've been living in
a couple
America
years.
for 10+ years, bro.
I'm Americanized now.
It's been a long time since Uncle Boris flew me in.
That is actually, you're not wrong. It's like 10 years ago, right?
It's been like, yeah, it's been ages, bro.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right.
All right, talk to you.
All right, you take care. Man, I love RPing with John, man. What is it? Wait, oh, this is a sandbox combat. Okay.
Combat in Dune Awakening is the fusion of melee, shields, ranged, abilities, and vehicles. As you progress, your tactical options expand, allowing you to express yourself through different styles of play. In the beginning, combat is a short, brutal affair. Do everything you can to knock your opponents off balance and open them up for a retaliating strike. Keep an eye on your stamina, or find yourself in trouble. Early abilities change the paradigm. Use the voice to force your enemies to come to you. Shigawire Claw to stagger an enemy. Knee charge into melee range. Ranged weapons like the Mauler pistol allow you to maintain distance and take down enemies from afar until a shielded enemy enters the fray. Boltzmann shields change the nature of combat. Their kinetic barrier can only be pierced by slow-moving objects. Fast on defense, slow on attack. Swords, daggers, kinjals, and rapiers are effective for dealing with shielded enemies, but without a shield of your own, you will quickly be overwhelmed by enemy fire. But the shields also have a weakness beyond the slow blade.
Oh, shit!
Ranged attacks cannot be fired from inside an active shield, creating a window of opportunity for the others to exploit. Specialized range weapons can counteract shields. The drill shot rifle fires drilling darts that will attach to a shield and slowly pass through. The disruptor fires statically charged darts at variable speeds to overwhelm the power supply of the shield. Abilities can turn the tide of any battle. Swordmasters use their deflection ability to close the distance and bring their crippling strikes to bear on their enemies. Troopers use their techniques to take to the air and bring death from above. Bene Gesserit stop enemies in their tracks with the power of the voice, or use their Bindu dash to quickly close the gap. Mentats control the battlefield with their sentinel.
What server to play on, how big are the servers, where the content creators playing. I need to find out where the content creators are playing so we can do some like cool high quality RP content streams.
But beyond mastery lies the spice. Consume it to awaken. Transcend human limits with new abilities and prescience, seeing what others cannot, the narrow path to victory.
I need to look into that tomorrow.
Combine these techniques freely to experience sandbox combat. Create unique strategies and bring them to bear against your foes. Always remember,
in my opinion,
takes
this with light RP would be amazing. Wait, each Haga Basin is a separate server? Wait, what do you mean? Apparently each Haga Basin, I don't know what that means, is a separate server and you can meet others in a community zones? What's a Haga Basin? How does online work with Dune? They share certain areas like the social hubs. Players join a home server, which is part of the world, and can interact with players from other servers within that world. That's cool. The core map, Haga Basin, is persistent and holds up to 40 players at once. But land ownership is limited to your home server. Wait, movement between zones is...
With the release of Dune Awakening just around the corner, I thought now was probably a good time to go over how servers work in general, and just briefly go over how servers work in general in comparison to other survival games and things like that, and how the private servers are going to be working in comparison to the official network, because it's all a little bit different here, guys. Not that it's a bad thing, I think it's pretty cool, but so if we just go down here quickly, this will be the brief overview of how servers work as a whole for Dune Awakening. So there's multiple locations or servers, but the whole world server is all of this together. Okay, Haga Basin will be individual servers, so they're up to 40 players. The map size, they compare it to the size of the map on Conan Exiles, you know, so it's quite sizable.
Oh, maybe I should get a private server
50
then.
to 70 hours of gameplay just there alone. But this is your home. This is kind of like your home world where you build your base and just do general day-to-day gathering and that sort of stuff. Now, these are all obviously in the same world server as these other locations. Now, these other locations are things like, you know, player hubs where you can do trading and stuff like that, and the deep desert is like the main, you know, end game sort of scenario where you go to the deep desert. PvP's enabled.
Wait, so this if I have a private server, I can play everyone in the world in the deep desert?
Resources and better schematics to learn things. All the stuff you want to be doing end game is pretty much here. Now, all of these, there can be multiple of these in one world server. So all of these will be filtering into the deep desert, and the deep desert is up to, you know, 300 players, so they say. Whether or not there'll be more than one deep desert per world server is, you know, I'm yet to figure out whether or not they're going to do that, because having 40 players in these, if you had, let's say there was 100 of these, I mean, that's a bit too many players to be fitting into one of these, but we'll just see how that happens. But that's the general gist of it anyway. So
wait, let me look up, like, I don't want to hear this guy. I want to see it on their website and understand myself. It's a sandbox. Nothing is level gated. So if your friend wants to give you the best rifle in the game 5 minutes after you arrive in Arrakis, that's fine. Somehow obtain a arbiter and manage to make your way to. Good luck. It's not single player. It's not just co-op. You're just playing on a small server with a few dozen players. Goes beyond the typical survival game formula by introducing a large-scale multiplayer. What? This is insane. So, wait, what? across the world can trade items. Think about like auction houses. So this is actually using the model that I hypothesized like 5 to 8 years ago, where why don't they make games where you own a server that's a shard, but that shard can then connect to other shards, but they're shared shards, which is what they're doing here. So you can have your own world, but then when you go into the vast everyone world, it's different. And there's cutscenes. When you first start playing, you pick a server that'll be your home. Each of these servers belongs to a world, and a world consists of at least 20 servers. Oh. As a player, you will meet and interact with players from other servers in your world. Best way to explain this works is looking at how Arrakis is structured. Arrakis. Okay. Is where you start and where you always return. Server you pick has one Haga Basin map. It does not instance. Your server is basically your Haga Basin shared with 100 other players. Up to 40 concurrently. It's a big, persistent open world. You can visit other ones. You can do everything on the server you visit, except claim land. Wait. Hold on. So you pick a server that's your home, and the server has at least 20 other servers it's connected to. But what is the Haga Basin? Like, what is the relationship with the Haga Basin and your homeworld? This is fucking cracked. But you can only meet players from all other servers in your world. Oh. I wonder if there's PvRP worlds. Because I wonder if there's a way that if you get a private server, that you can connect a bunch of private server RP ones together. It's a massive seamless open space several times larger than Hogwarts. So the Haga Basin is for up to 40 players on a single server. And that Haga Basin is connected to up at least 20 other servers that you can interact with. So if I got a private server, I could say I only want RP, people that are going to do light RP to be on it. But in the deep desert, but the thing is, this is where it gets interesting, is that the connected shit is still limited to like to the ones you're connected to. So if you guys were playing in one set of clusters, you may not be able to interact with me who's on a different cluster. That's the only downside. Yeah, the deep desert is not everybody, but only that like network, right? So there could be 100 deep worlds, each of which are connected to 20 servers. But what if some of those servers are like dead? Load in server queues. Oh, grouped together in hundreds of worlds. You'll be able to transfer servers You can also join cross-server guilds. Okay. The game's not launching with private servers, but we plan to introduce them post-launch. Oh. Oh, rip. Oh, so who cares? So you're going to want to know where people are playing. Okay. Interesting. I'm glad we looked at that.
I understand. I'm distracted right now.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
That is crazy. Did you meet Duty yet?
No. I thought he was here.
I sent him down here because he was confused.
Yeah, where is he?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm with Dakin. Is he still in game?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch his, because he needs to pee after.
He needs to pee after?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you're gonna what? Donut wall behind? Sorry.
Weird. I'm gonna be real, like, whoever the fuck that was should probably get banned from, like, the show floor. It's kind of crazy. It could have, even if it's a fake knife, it don't really matter.
Oi, big man.
Bro, what you telling me, big man?
What the fuck?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Bro, you here for the thing, innit?
Yeah,
in it, fam, in it.
In it.
Rotted, come inside, come inside. Hey, watch your step.
Of course, big man.
Man, the man got the thing upstairs.
Big man got up there. All right.
You get me?
Boy. Bro, look at this guy.
If you don't shut that
Yeah, bro, this is amazing.
Right, all the Manchester. Fuck me.
I'm at home right now.
I've had enough of your shit, Susan.
What's on, mate? Don't step on my foot. Why you grabbing this stuff, mate?
Bro, what the fuck? This is amazing.
Here, Jibby, you give him the money?
Roger, man, you got the piece.
Yeah, that boy over there does. JB do, that guy. Of course, big man. Here you go. It's your pox the fuck. I'm over here.
Oh my god.
Oh, what you say? Oh.
You see the cash, big man? I can't play in your pockets.
I can't even hear you. Turn your car alarm off.
Man, gotta count it.
Of course.
I'm gonna check the
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, that is amazing. You're driving me mad, Susan.
Right, the peas are good. The peas are good.
All good.
Hey, grab the thing. Grab the thing.
It's violent here.
Sounds like a classic Manchester Council state.
Luke, can you come pick up the other Max?
Okay.
After 20 years, you want to do me like
There we go.
All right, that's everything. Thank you, man. Appreciate the business. We're gonna get out of this.
Bro.
Slum.
I'm gonna go have a wank. Turn that car alarm off, Susan. You don't know what car keys are, do you? Go get your car keys. Get your car keys. I don't give a machine.
Bro, what the fuck? That is amazing.
You having a hard time because I just deleted it off our SOPs?
It is reliability, availability, and servability.
It was actually
RAS. To be reliable, to be available, and to be service for the citizens of Los Santos.
Get out of my office.
What are you talking about, bro?
Sorry, sir. Open the door, thank you.
Wait, what is this room?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Oh, this is a long one. Oh, this is from the other day. Okay.
Today I'm going to teach you the difference between old math and new math. Today's lesson is on two-digit multiplication. You will recognize this piece of paper. This layout is called vertical multiplication.
Okay.
This layout shows the numbers
8 times
in
2,
line so that the
8
problem is
times
easily solved on
2.
paper. To solve this problem, we multiply our ones first. 2 times 8 equals 16. So I place a 6 under the ones and place a number 1 at the top.
Yeah.
Next, 2 times 8 is 16 again, plus the 1 at the top equals 17. The next step is to add a 0 down here to make sure I have the correct answer. I know that 2 times 1 equals 2, so I place a 2 here. Then we add our tens. 2 times 1 is 2, so I place another 2 here. Now I need to add these two numbers together. We start with our ones first. 6 plus 0 equals 6, 7 plus 2 equals 9, and 1 plus 2 equals 3, and that gives us our answer, 396. Although this way is effective and it does give us the correct answer, it's not the best strategy to use. If you are at a shopping center and you need to multiply these two numbers together, you really do need the piece of paper and a pen to solve the problem. You could work out the answer inside your head, but you wouldn't really use this strategy anyway.
No, you would fucking go. You do this. Oh my god. What's 22 times 18?
Is 396. This is all about numeracy, which is the ability to understand and work with numbers. In new math, the students get presented with word problems which relate to the world outside the classroom. The students learn to take important clues from the word problems to create number problems. In this case, the students will be able to identify the numbers 22 and 18. The word altogether is a clue to let the students know that they need to multiply these two numbers. Once the students have these two numbers, they can draw a rectangle called an open array. They will note that the open array is 22 units by 18 units. The students will then break these numbers down into smaller, more manageable numbers. 22 will become 10 and 12. 18 will become 10 and 8. Now the students can create 4 quadrants in their open array where they can multiply their new smaller numbers. In this quadrant, the students multiply 10 and
Is
10,
100.
which is 100. In this
Yeah.
quadrant, the students multiply 12 and 10, which is 120. In this quadrant, the students multiply 10 and 8, which is 80. And in the last quadrant, the students can multiply 12 and 8, which is 96. Now the students just need to add these 4 quadrants together. The 4 numbers together show 3 hundreds, 9 tens, and 6 ones. 396.
What's happening here? Wait, what the fuck is this? Wait, what the fuck did they do?
Units. The students will then break these numbers down into smaller, more manageable numbers. 22 will become 10 and 12. 18
Okay.
will become 10 and 8. Now the students can create
Will turn into 10 and 12. Why?
units. The students will then break these numbers down into smaller, more manageable numbers. 22 will become 10 and 12.
Oh, you're splitting the numbers.
18
Okay.
will become 10 and 8. Now the students can create 4 quadrants in their open array where they can multiply their new smaller numbers. In this quadrant, the students multiply
Oh! This is retarded. Brother, listen. Okay, so okay. Wait, welcome to Common Core. Chat, this is one of those things where, chat, give me a 1 if you're pro Common Core. Give me a 2 if you're anti Common Core. Give me a 3 if you don't give a fuck. What's 1? Oh my God, I know how to get chat interaction now. Give me a 1 if you're a Republican. Give me a 2 if you're a Democrat. Give me a 3 if you're independent. Wait, actually, give me state if you're pro or against or don't give a fuck, followed by your political leaning. And if you're not American, say not American. So like pro-American, anti, like, or like, yeah. Oh my God. Chat, this is how all the political streamers get paid so much. Look at how much, like, holy fuck, chat, like, literally, chat's been like, dun, 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 like, slowly going, and then all of a sudden you ask something like this, and all these, like, hasn't chatted all day people just like, bam, bam. No. No, but, so, bro, this is what I got sidetracked from yesterday. Is this what everyone meant by Common Core yesterday? For those who were here yesterday, is this what the Common Core thing was yesterday? Because I made a statement like math doesn't change, and then like I was getting checked on that or something, or like maybe it was a joke. I don't know. So I got like really confused because this isn't what I meant when I say math doesn't change, and I still stand by that statement because this is how you do math. This is mathematics, like the art, like maybe a art of solving math, but this isn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like math is like, math doesn't like, am I retarded? Math doesn't change. Hold on. Now I feel like I'm retarded. Gemini, does math change? I need a good way to explain it. Let's use this. Fundamental truths of maths are eternal. The way we understand, express, teach, and expand upon those truths constantly changes. And this is what I meant. Math is eternal. It's kind of the point. End result, how you get there is the same. Like, your way of coming to a solution isn't going to, and blah, blah, blah. Here's why I say this is retarded, because I think it's important for me to explain this. I enjoy this topic, by the way, because I actually want to learn about it, you know, and that includes, you know, people who tell me actually it's a good thing, or people that tell me actually it's a bad thing, because I think these are important topics. So what makes, actually, if you're not shy, because I'm actually genuinely interested. If you're not shy and you know about this, on Discord, join the Lion's Den channel. And I'm going to join one of the voice channels under dasMEHDI's Den and explain this to me. Like, what's going on with this? Like, I have no idea. This is like one of those things that I'm genuinely feel like a lot, because clearly a lot of you guys are familiar with this. I feel like I just found like a new color. You know what I mean? Like something that I feel like maybe I should know about, but I had no idea was even a thing people are talking about. But here's my take. And listen, I'm just some random guy on the internet, and I don't got kids, so I don't really understand what this is all about. But I'll give you my opinion. I learned how to do math this way, right? This actually makes sense. This actually makes sense to me because this is actually how I do math in my head. Even though I do it at a much more insane level. This is actually how I do math in my head. If I've got 22 times 18, I can't do it like this in my brain. There's no way. Instead, I break the problem down. It's not for me, it's not visualization. 22 times 18. I'm not going to do 10, 10, 12, 12. I'm going to do like 20 times 18. I'm going to do 20 times 18. No, 20 times 10, and then 8 times 2. right? But what I'm confused about, and this is why I'm saying this seems retarded, is like by the time you're needing to do, listen, also my parents, they're brown. They came from South Asia. Well, dad would move to the UK. But as someone from like brown people descent, motherfuckers like in South Asia got to memorize like 24 times, like 24 type shit. So like they gonna be looking at us and be like, damn, you dumb as fuck if you have to break it down. Because those motherfuckers will be like, oh, 10 times. They literally like spit that shit out, right? I only learned 12 times. Chat, give me a 1 if you did 12 times, had to memorize it 12 times 12. And give me a 2 if you had to memorize higher than 12 times 12. Yeah, I think I had to memorize up to 12 times 12, maybe higher. Like, what's 12 times 12? 144, right? So here's, and by the way, I by no means, by the way, I'm just being critical. That doesn't mean that I'm right. And I think this is very important to point out. I'm just trying to explain my thought process of like why I'm confused. This is such a huge thing. Is like, fundamentally, I think learning up to the 12 times 12 table makes a lot of sense. So you're just like this. And when you know it like this, like, why not memorize a little bit higher? Whatever, right? Because that memory that you can quickly capture is going to be it's going to be useful forever, right? For everything you do. Because your instant being able to pull that information, especially with math, is useful for everything, science, fucking computers, whatever. It's not a waste of time. It is not a skill that if a child learns that they're going to, you're never going to not need that. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Doesn't matter if you're like it doesn't, what walk of life was not going to be useful. But the thing that I'm sort of like confused by, I guess, is this is mentally how I do it. But at the same time, this is my confusion. By the time you're needing to, so here's, and this is what I'm missing, and I genuinely want to know, because there might be actually a really good answer to this. Why are you needing to learn this? Because I do agree, I will say this, is that I do agree that this approach, and listen, I'm not affected by any media. I'm literally a virgin with this conversation, so keep this in mind. I'm telling you off the cuffs, is that as a virgin to this conversation, right, and I have no political, like, fucking, like, literally, you're hearing my thought process live, right, is that this is how I learned it, but I could see that I am never in my fucking life as an adult had to do this again. As an adult, I never had to go take out a fucking, like they gave the example of the grocery store. I'm not sitting there and fucking doing this. I'm literally pulling up my phone if I needed to do it. However, if as an adult, I myself have done it this way in my brain, but it's actually, I take it back, not exactly like this. I used algebra. Like I used expanding. This is where I'm confused right now, is by the time a child needs to be able to do 22, because a child isn't going to go do groceries. A child isn't going to do groceries and have to be like 22 times 18. So whether it's this method or this method, it's confusing. I do agree that this method, if you're teaching a child to mentally learn how to separate, I can see the value in that. I genuinely can, because this is a much more mentally efficient way to solve the problem. And so if you're teaching them the mental of breaking it down, that makes sense. But I actually think this actually makes it more confusing, because aren't they going to learn to go from this to go to, what is it called when you take an equation and you break it out? What is that called? I don't think it's too many. It's not too many steps. This is just a weird way to do it for me, because by the time you as a human are needing to do 22 versus 18 in the real world, which is this is trying to push you towards, aren't you doing algebra? And algebra teaches you how to break an equation like 18 times 22 into two smaller equations. And isn't that what this is? But this is a weirder way to show it. Like, this is the same as 20 times 10 plus, hold on. I'll give you a better. Like, why wouldn't you just do this by doing 20 times, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, why not expand it? I taught my kids algebra to undo whatever hell common. Who posted this? This is probably from yesterday. I'm just confused by it. Yeah, is all. I don't know. I don't need to. Yeah, don't worry about explaining it. Is this a big topic right now? I don't know. I guess I don't get it. I just feel like at face value, I think the old way is sufficient, because the old way is going to be replaced by literally learning how to do algebra. And when you know how to do it in algebra, you're going to be doing it the new way anyways. But instead of doing it in boxes, you're going to be doing it mentally in your head. And if you can't do it mentally in your head anyways, you're already fucked. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't.
Reacting to sirens is true.
But
so
I'm gonna be real with you, chat. At the end of the day, beginning or end, I don't really have a heavy opinion on it, because, you know, like, you know.
So here we can see reacting to sirens is true. So whatever said, it's true, not false, which means it's on. As in, they will react to sirens.
I would do 20 times 18 plus 2 times 18 in my head, and that's a function of algebra.
Whoa, driver goes the road!
Instead of using boxes.
False. Nothing. Oh.
Because kids may not remember.
Which is which?
Wait, is it? So it's because kids might not remember multiplication table higher than 10 times 10? This step of education, when this is taught, I mean, math at early stages is more of a brain exercise than anything. That's exactly my point. At the end of the day, it's a brain exercise. If the latter is scientifically, like, making them understand the concept of breaking a multiplication problem and separating it, like 20 times 18 plus 2 times 18, which I think is a much more efficient and better way to be showing, then all the better, quite frankly. Because that's how I do it. Chat, in your head, do you, and I don't know, maybe, maybe that's just a me thing. When you guys do, if you had to do 22 times 18 and you didn't have a calculator, do you mentally break 22 times 18 into 2 separate equations and add them? I don't know, because that's what I just do. So I don't know. I don't think I was ever taught that. I just learned it via algebra and I applied it mentally. And you can say no, that's fine. Also, But realistically speaking, I'm gonna somewhat die on this hill. You ready for this? And this is gonna piss you guys off. I think once a child knows how to do up to 12 times 12, and I'd even argue let them learn up to 24 by 24, because they're gonna learn it through repetition. There's thousands, hundreds of years of evidence that children can learn shit like that. Not just because you could look at like South Asia or China or other countries where they do that. But, yeah, maybe 12 times 12 and move to algebra. But my point there is that you're never going to lose that, right? Like if that kid learned 24 by 24, that's not wasted information, right? That just means they're going to be quicker. But my thing is, and the reason I say that is, if that's such a thing, is that anything above 12 times 12, or let's say even 24 by 24, you're going to use a fucking calculator. So whether you use this Common Core thing or this old school thing, like you're kind of not going to you're going to take out your damn phone, bro. So you're going to take out your phone, bro. It's like, what are you like worrying about? Like if I can fucking computer systems die? Well, can I also say, if it's that hard of an issue, why can't you teach them both methods? Like, at what point are we not going to realize that different people learn different ways? If a child learns the concept, can do the math problems easier with the first one, or they can learn it better with the second one, who gives a shit? It's not like either of those options are like, you can't present both. Just see which one he's fucking learning better with, he or she, and then just, fucking run with it. At the end of the day, they're going to be doing algebra a year later, so it don't even matter.
So here we can see reacting to sirens is true. So whatever said, it's true, not false, which means it's
By the
on.
way, don't think of my passion that I just said as any sort of like, fuck your other opinions. I genuinely don't have too much weight in it. I don't know. I also don't necessarily understand why it's a bad thing if we go to the second method. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe I don't. I probably don't understand the full problem set.
Merging Boulevard Del Perro westbound. Oh, and I'm dead.
Oh shit! Rip.
How did I fall?
I hit an invisible tree. I'll get Maxwell.
Oh, I meant.
Maxwell! Maxwell!
The biggest complaint right now is that parents can't help their kids with homework. Is it that big of is that actually that big of a deal? Is that like the main thing, is that parents aren't able to teach their kids? Brother, I don't know how much better No, I mean, no, obviously. Listen, man, a lot of parents are going to want to teach their kids. You know what I mean? I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, just install Gemini on their iPad. Homework is a scam. I agree.
Oh, wait, I could probably. Okay.
I'll help you in here.
Okay.
Wait, most of Common Core was abandoned longer ago than it was. Wait, is Common Core not a thing anymore? Boys, I feel so like foreign, like with this whole thing. You guys know so much about this topic, and I know nothing about it. Like, this sounds like this is why I'm so interested and like invested in this, because to me, I'm watching a live documentary about people talking about a subject matter that is like, apparently like a really big thing that I knew nothing about until like yesterday. And I've just been absolutely puzzled the entire time.
Used to be years ago. I'm at your office, sir. Oh, wait, I could probably. Okay.
I'll help you in here.
Okay.
I have no idea. I mean, it's probably because I don't have kids, or I didn't see it on the news
Chief,
or something.
I think you brought me to the wrong
Or I heard
room.
comment.
Chief, I don't-
Wait,
you brought me to
what
the wrong
is
room.
this?
Hello? Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, is this an empty room in Mission Row?
Okay. I really hope Opal doesn't see this.
The old way is considered wrong, bro.
I,
Fuck out of here. This sounds like such a dumb art topic.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it as punishment to furnish my office.
Ooh.
And I'm sure it's got merits, but it's hard for me not to be like, just fucking use what works. At the end of the day, you're replacing it anyways.
Holy shit.
It's like, to me, you know what it feels like? It kind of feels like you're putting like temporary IKEA furniture in the house that's going to be replaced, and you're worried about like if it's the right color, even though in 2 weeks you're going to go to a furniture store and like get like the table you want, right? At the end of the day, that both of those things are going to be replaced with algebra. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know. It does get replaced. At least it did for me. I think it did for most.
Given the right lever, you can...
The teachers are marking it wrong if you do it the old way? Ooh, well, those teachers should be fired then. What kind of fucking retarded bullshit is that? I would literally... Bro, hold on. Guys. Hold the presses. You're telling me... Is that the main issue? That's the issue? Chat. Now I understand because someone finally explained the why, right? This is me. This is my balls, all right? But I'm gonna only draw one so I don't get in trouble. It's like y'all are like over here, you know, you're like kind of teasing with the problem. You're like, damn, Mehdi, like, don't you get it? Like, and you're just teasing it. And then finally one person goes and puts their entire mouth on it, and I'm like, oh, that's what it is. I almost lost my honor sash. So give me a 1 just to make sure I'm not getting baited. Give me a 1 if that's the main reason people are mad in America or whatever. That the problem, the main issue is that children who are using the old method are getting in trouble for using the old method. Give me a 2 if that's not it. Oh, fuck, I don't see any 2s. Okay. Now I see. As the teacher for calculators uses the old model. That is actually genuinely retarded, because if you as a teacher, if it is true, because if it is actually true that a teacher is giving a student a negative mark on using a different way to solve a problem, that teacher should be fired. And anyone instructing teachers to do that, if it's a mandate, that person should be fired, because whoever's instructing that is actually a fucking retard, quite frankly. What? It doesn't matter how you solve something. As long as you come to the right solution and your methodology is correct. How do you think science works, right? A lot of areas of science have different ways of coming to the same conclusion, and that's okay, because especially with math, you can express things very different, like especially higher level mathematics. Oh my God, let alone statistics. You know, for my stats final, you have to keep in mind, like, I'm very much neurodivergent. Something about like numbers and stats, like if I spend enough time in it, like I just, like, you know how I mentioned, like I kind of do it that way, that second way. When it comes to numbers, like I can very much like it's like computing really quickly. Especially with stats. I don't know why. I can't really explain it. But I remember we had this like in our AI final, they had this like stats problem, and I'd been taking stats. I literally, like, my steps, I don't remember the specific problem, but I remember I almost got in trouble for this. But I didn't, because it ultimately didn't matter. Is that the amount of steps that it took to solve the statistics problem was, I think, something like 25 lines, right? And I just put the number. And I remember, like, I looked at the thing, and I'm like, oh, that's the answer. And I remember going to the teacher and being like, do I need to show my work for this? Because, like, this is literally just like this, and this, and this. And then you get this answer. Like, I don't know how you want me to break this down, because that's more complicated than it's 265 or some shit like that. And the reason I put it that way is, like, mentally in my brain, that whatever that problem was, and maybe I could pull it up someday and I can show you what it is, but I think it was like printed. The way that I was taught in my stats class, and my ability to understand, like, very higher level at the time, not anymore. I've long since used it. I was able to crank out answers like this, because what had happened was, maybe over the course of learning graduate level stats classes, that the early days, like a year or two prior to that, maybe I had to take 25 steps, but the 25 became 12, became 6, where I forgot the derivation because it was pointless, but rather to go from, the steps reduced, like the mental steps reduced, to the point where, am I making sense here? What I'm trying to explain here, like, over time you learned enough, like, mental exercises that you could solve something in 2 steps or a singular step. And the reason I point that out is, like, in that same vein, it's weird to me to ever tell someone they're wrong. Should you be able to show your work? Absolutely. Or explain your work? Absolutely. Otherwise, that work cannot be useful to somebody else, because otherwise it's just... But to tell someone that their way of doing it is incorrect, to me, stunts a child's or a person's mental growth, because if you can do something better one way, why does it? It's like, if someone's better at, like, making an ice sculpture with a fucking chisel, but someone else is better at it with an axe, who's to say? It's only preference. And those preferences are probably due to things more specific to that person. My physics teacher in high school was going to fail me until I got into an argument with them and told them to regrade my test based on the answer. I showed my work. It wasn't his exact method since I skipped steps. I believe it. I believe it. That's how I almost thought I was fucked. Bro, my final for AI, let me see. I might even have it. Drive.google.com. Was like one of the beauties of having Gmail from the very start. AI exam. Let me see if it pops up. Artificial. Oh, that was my EDU account, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's I'm glad you did. Yeah, that's really crazy. That's very crazy. Imagine, and as someone that was a software engineer and computer scientist, that to me teaches because most people probably want their kids to be in like, what is it called? Like math, science, engineering, or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever the acronym is for that stuff. Want their kids to go into those like engineering-esque fields or doctors or whatever. STEM. Yeah. Most STEM related things encourage you by nature of the subject matter to think and produce your own derivations and your own hypotheses and then test those hypotheses. And so to me, hearing that someone just gets in trouble for using a different methodology, to me is like encouraging or navigating them to a mentality that things always need to be a certain way. And that to me is anti like STEM, let's call it. Where instead we should be encouraged to be like, even as an adult, if someone came to me and was like, I solved it this way and I've never knew how you could do it that way, and I looked at it and I followed it, I should be like, whoa, that's cool. Where did you learn that? How did you do that? Right? As opposed to, no, that's wrong. Because no, that's wrong is like, bitch, get back to Walmart, you know? Be the door greeter. That's my energy. Anyways, let's move on. Sorry if that was too passionate.
Given the right lever, you can
be creative, right? Creativity. It exists. STEM, like that shit. Anyways.
Power. Given the right lever, you can move a planet. In Dune Awakening,
that makes
your
sense,
path
Angel.
to power leads you through the great
Angela.
houses.
Or Angel.
But only accomplished guilds may earn their place among the Atreides or Harkonnen.
Bro, this is going to be so fun Thursday.
And contribute to their rise in desert power. The pledge is only the beginning. You have come far, and now it's time to take control of the Landsraad. The Landsraad is the council of great houses that make decisions.
I don't want to see any more. This looks really sick, but I don't want to get too spoiled. I don't want to get too spoiled because I think we know enough about this game that I feel like I'm going to be addicted and I cannot wait.
And it says Panto, and then it says...
Yo.
Hey, Miss O'Paul, it's Frost. How are you doing? Are you having a great day? I hope you're having a great day. You are my goat. You know that? You are my
Okay,
goat.
what do you want?
Well,
what do you want? You're laying it on real thick.
Miss Maxwell said that I have to ask you if me and Knight are allowed to play in the V-Star
Hell yeah.
just for one night. She said it's your decision.
Y'all not gonna leave like dirty condoms or anything in the back seat, right?
No, we're not gonna.
Yeah,
leave
that's
any
smart.
condoms in it, Opal.
That's how you should do it. 100%.
Any other kind of fluids I should be worried about?
Wait,
or
they
fluids
did
that would be
announce
able to
private
find with the
servers.
flashlight?
Link me about the private
that's
servers.
worse.
And
Wait, I missed it. Link me about the private servers, because we read that private servers aren't coming out for launch, which means we have to play on a public server, which means I need to figure out where some of the content creators that are RP focused are going to play, because I think we would all agree that we want to see a little bit of RP.
And it says...
And I need to know where to tell, like, I know Frost wants to play and some others. Like, I want to make sure, so, like, maybe I might get, like, a little group together and do it. Thank you, Telsus. Let me take a look. Just so, like... Okay. Oh, they are. So they changed their mind. Oh, they announced it yesterday. They previously said post-launch. Okay. 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 Is powered by a unique server in the world structure. Okay. Each server belongs to a world consisting of several other, and each of these share the same. Okay, this is great, because then I'm probably going to do a private server and, like, invite maybe, like, do, like, maybe subscribers? Maybe? I don't know if I'm going to do that. It depends. No offense, guys. I have to definitely people. I might keep it light RP. Maybe subs, even though, hold on, I might get you guys your own server if you want. The only problem is that second option, just hold your horses, is I don't want to deal with, listen, you guys are adults, but some of you guys turn into children when it comes to video games. Look, I hosted a fucking Minecraft server a couple times. Every time we've done private servers, ask Anguish, he used to have to manage some of them along with some others, is like motherfucking 30, 40, 20-year-olds turn into fucking children when it comes into some of this shit. I mean, if you don't believe me, imagine what Coil has to do to go deal with NoPixel every, like, you know. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, all right? Guys, like, you know, imagine what the admins have to deal with on the RP server sometimes. Like, I'm just saying, we fucking put up a Minecraft server, it'll be like really fun, and we had some great days playing, and then I won't play, and people are like, yo, Mehdi, the server's down, can you go and like reboot it? I understand you're in deep RP, but like, yo, the server's down, can you diagnose it real quick? And then it's like, okay, or it'd be like, you know what, or it'd be like, yo, Unknown Paradox, like we were making like a farm, and like we had these cows, and like they're eating vegetables, and Unknown Paradox and Smoke and Pac-Man, they like decided to make their own base, and it's like sitting on top of where we were gonna build something, and it's like, can you do something about it? We asked them to move, and they're not. Like shit like that, bro. And I remember every time I did it, sometimes chat would be like, Mehdi, come on, man, let's do the private server. And I'd be like, no, it's fucking AIDS every time. And then I'd go and do it, and then guess what happens? It would ultimately turn into AIDS. Yo. Or it'd be like, don't worry, we're going to be fine. Just we'll get the server and we'll manage ourselves. And then it'd turn into drama anyways. And the drama would interfere with the content. Oh my God. But then again, when I ran a guild with me as the leader, it went way better. Let's be honest. Okay. How much control you have over the private server? Okay. Wait. Okay, whether it's worth it. When you rent a server, you're essentially rent a server containing one, just like the official. Here you have full. You can do everything you do on the official. Your private server will belong to a world. Choose a world for your private server. Oh, choose a world. So that because you can choose it. These are provided by the server hosting company. Ew. I like that. Okay. So, I like that what's cool is that if you have a private server, you can choose the world. But am I reading this right? Your private server will belong to a world, and you can choose a world for your private server. So you can say, if let's say the besties got a private server, and we could both decide to put both of our private servers into the same world, and now we can interact with them, right? And that's cool. So like me and whatever can make our own buildings and do our own shit, and we can go visit like future Hendrix's Dune character on his server. That's cool. This is where they lose me though. I get players don't rent or control the social hubs, but it says these are provided by the server hosting company who ensures each private server's world has them. That means that if I go use that means that your server is going to be stuck in a different hosting company, right? Like, that means if we pick rent Dune private server, that means which G Portal, which is like a big one, if I do G Portal, wait, this is so cheap. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, wait. This is so cheap? 10 slots for $20? If I get this, that means I'm connected to G World. G Portal. Okay, let's keep going. That's what that reads to me. Private server settings. Okay, you can do security zones. You can disable taxation on your server. I don't know what that means. I like the idea of a private world and opening it up to the stream too, to like you know, or something, because then I can tax everyone. Me and the RP boys can RP, and we can RP as like the legion of people that run the world, and everyone is enslaved to us. I think that'd actually be a really cool RP scenario, right? So we tax everyone 5%. Bro, that actually sounds like a really cool setup. Yo, what do you think, Cam? How, like, you have like a throne room and different people, like whatever, can come, right? And you bought it already earlier? Fuck yeah, man. 10 a.m. Early, bro. No. But could you imagine, like, it would be funny to have random people from the RP space or like even viewers coming in and like, you know, like it would make a cool RP scenario, no? Actually, I'm already thinking about this. The vibe. I'm already thinking about this as the vibe. The vibe is that we are the overlords of the Haga boss or whatever the fuck. Let everyone else play and they can do their own thing, but we are the overlords, and it's just that's the RP. I wouldn't do anything insane, by the way. This isn't enslaving my chat room into farming stuff for me. But, you know, I think the notion of it is kind of funny and interesting. Oh, hell yeah. You can also name your server and password it. Okay. G Portal, Nitrendo, and X Realm. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. That there's only 3. I actually think Nitrendo, this is like the one everyone uses. Can you migrate your server though to a different world? I think we're gonna I think I'm gonna do this. I'll mess around with this tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna like invite other our peers to possibly play there too. How many slots do you think are best? I'll probably buy a big ass one and just invite people to play. And I think even allow viewers onto it as well if they so choose. I'm going to figure it out tomorrow, the dynamics of it. And I'll try to come up with like some sort of like starting RP thing. You can only have 36. Runtime, give me 30 days. How much is that? I can do this. Yeah. Brother, well, listen, boys and girls, you guys, the least I can do. I will, wait, what is a battle group? What is a battle group? On G Portal? Choose your battle group after server purchase. Is some kind of superior world in which your private server will be located. We offer 4 different battle groups. Oh, they have a roleplay battle group. And Nitrando doesn't. I'm going to mess around with this. I'm also going to find out if you can migrate. I'll work with someone to get this going. But that's actually good that this might be it. If they actually have roleplay ones, because that means you can visit others. RP fans, this is going to be sick for RP. Oh my God. Can you change the battle groups? You can! Oh, your character is always bound to a battle group? If you start with a hardcore battle group, you can switch to a free-for-all battle group later, but you'll have to create a new character. That's kind of shitty. Why would they do that? I feel like this is going to be a lot of fun. I will say that I'd probably go with roleplay because PvP is only going to be a certain amount of fun anyways. And wait, but what is a roleplay battle group? What if you sweat? Wait, what is a hardcore battle group then? Sandstorms are taxes. Security zones are active. We'll dig into it. If you've got more information, please put it on my Discord, and we'll try to make a really good choice here. That I think what this means is sandstorms, taxes disabled, and security active. Like over here, right? You can like I don't think this one's doing a battle group. Unless they have one big one. It doesn't actually say. It doesn't talk about it. I think with G Portal, they're going to like moderate it. Your slavey arc can't happen. I kind of like that idea, but I also like the idea that if other RP communities, like on Twitch and Kick, are going to have servers, this will be fun because you can like visit them. It's servers are, yeah, that's the thing though. I don't know what this means. Wait, the battle group gives you as a server owner. Oh. We'll take a look because yeah, if you end up going to the roleplay one, you may get kicked. Like, I don't know. Well, we'll take a deep dive because the RP one sounds good, but what if the RP one is dead? Right? Imagine we played on this for like 2-3 days, and then the roleplay one on G Portal is dead, and now you're going to be stuck being like, oh fuck, but PvPvE is popping off. Which this one actually is probably going to have, like, why wouldn't you just make your server RP focused and then play the game normally? Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. You get what I'm saying, right? Like if the PvP battle group, let's say, ends up becoming dead a couple days in, you can't even transfer. You're just going to be missing out on all the content because some of the content is interconnected. Well, I'll make sure to like really review this tomorrow.
Yo.
Hey, Miss O'Paul, it's Frost. How are you doing? Are you having a great day? I hope you're having a great day. You are my goat. You know that? You are my goat.
Okay, what do you want?
Well,
what do you want? You're laying it on real thick.
Miss Maxwell said that I have to ask you if me and Knight are allowed to play in the V-Star just for one night. She said it's your decision.
Y'all not gonna leave like dirty condoms or anything in the back seat, right?
No, we're not gonna leave any condoms in it, Opal.
Okay. Any other kind of fluids I should be worried about, or fluids I won't be able to find with the black light?
Okay.
Okay, that's worse.
And
Yeah, that is fucking.
I know what you would do, but I'm saying if they know you're out, they're gonna be hunting your ass.
Okay, well, I'm not in Los Santos at all. I see nothing that Los Santos.
I'm just okay.
All I see is
we were
palm
just worried.
trees,
We don't need you arrested. We need you to have a clean record.
Girls. That's all I see right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see what?
You heard
OF girls and okay. Yeah, I don't. Okay, great. That's what we get to look forward to. Okay.
I wish I could see the little store right now, like the construction site, you know, but I don't see that.
Hey, we already have 4. You could ghost the channel in case there's
Yes, all right, you have been requested to sing any song they recommend in there, so go in there and sing a song they recommend.
Okay. But Quenko, we have 5 units.
Okay, so what are you saying?
Isn't it only 4 units?
It's up to you, Hemsworth, but my car is not engine swapped. If you all have like good cars, I'll stay back and take the rest.
Yeah, good boy.
Good boy, Kim.
That's what I'm saying, right? Hemsworth, he's a good boy, isn't he?
That's right, he is.
Yes.
What were you saying, sir? I'm sorry.
I'll be honest, even if
No, this is crazy. They even mentioned him.
That sounds good. I'll be.
That's
I'm pretty trash today.
Oh my god.
He's getting bitched by his own.
What the fuck?
That's all they do.
Oh, this is old, isn't it?
Because I don't think they actually know what the they're talking about.
Exactly. I'm saying we speak the
you
same
can
language.
poke holes in literally anything anyone does because everyone here is a fucking high school dropouts from God knows where that
Exactly.
made their life in San Andreas.
Exactly.
And they just kind of pull shit out of the fucking chat GPT and act like it's coming out of their fucking dome top. I'm fucking sick of it, Peters. All right? Like the amount of times I hear this is going wrong, you got to do this, go to it. If you're not willing to fucking put your own blood, sweat, and tears into it, shut the fuck up before I bitch slap you with my goddamn words. All right? And this extends to fucking everybody. All right, Peters? I want these goddamn certifications to yesterday, Peters. Yes, the fucking day. Otherwise, I'm going to have fucking Lang Buddha come in and run the goddamn department. Are we clear, Peters?
Oh, fuck. Oh, go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, I miss that time when dude, that was some of the best times in the arc, dude. It was just like everything was just exaggerated. It was so fucking good, bro. Holy shit.
Everyone's ready?
Let me pack my mags.
We're going.
Look at me, bro.
Oh, this is old. I've seen this. That's a good one, but we've seen it. The fuck is this? God damn it, chat!
Some of you who have small children may have perhaps been put in the embarrassing position of being unable to do your child's arithmetic homework because of the current revolution in mathematics teaching known as the new math. So as a public service here tonight, I thought I would offer a brief lesson in the new math tonight. We're going to cover subtraction. This is the first room I've worked for a while. It didn't have a blackboard, so we will have to make do with more primitive visual aids, as they say.
Is everyone addicted to this now? Like, this is the topic chat wants us to visit. Okay, go ahead. Just
consider the following subtraction problem.
Yeah.
Which I will put up here. 342 minus 173. Now, remember how we used to do that. 3 from 2 is 9, carry the 1, and if you're under 35 or went to a private school, you say 7 from 3 is 6, but if you're over 35 and went to a public school, you say 8 from 4 is 6. And carry the 1, so we have 169. But in the new approach, as you know, the important thing is to understand what you're doing rather than to get the right answer.
Okay.
Here's how they do it now. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Now that's really 4 tens, so you make it 3 tens, regroup, and you change a 10 to 10 ones, and you add to the 2 and get 12, and you take away 3, that's 9. Is that clear? Now instead of 4...
Wait, I'm confused. That's how I learned how to do subtraction. Wait, chat. Is the old math our new math? Wait. What if this way that they're talking shit about in this video, I'm confused because I thought this video was about like recent, and now I'm starting to think isn't this how you do it? This is the old new. But he just said
get the right answer. Here's how they do it now. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place. Now that's really 4 tens, so you make it 3 tens, regroup, and you change a 10 to 10 ones, and you add them to the 2 and get 12, and you take away 3, that's 9. Is that clear? Now instead of 4 in the tens place, you've got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 10 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look in the hundreds place. From the 3 you then use 1 to make 10 ones, and you know why 4 plus minus 1 plus 10 is 14 minus 1, because addition is commutative, right? And so you got 13 tens and you take away 7, and that leaves 5. Well, 6 actually, but the idea is the important thing.
Okay, this is good.
Now go back to the 100.
Even though this is actually really funny. Oh,
place, you're left with 2 and you take away 1 from 2 and that leaves, everybody get 1? Not bad for the first day. Hooray for new math, new math. It won't do you a bit of good to review math. It's so simple, so very simple, that only a child can do it. Now that actually is not the answer that I had in mind, because the book that I got this problem out of wants you to do it in base 8. 2 is 9, carry the 1.
So wait, hold on a second. So how the fuck did they do it back in the day? I'm confused now.
Minus 173. Now remember how we used to do that. 3 from 2 is 9, carry the 1.
Three from 2 is 9? What does that mean? And how did they carry the 1? wait, what? Huh? How did they do that, though? 3 from 2. Is -1? So you're carrying the -1 over. That actually is really good. 3 from 2 is -1, which modularly is 9. Is that what's happening here? Is they're saying 2 minus 3 is -1, which is modularly 9 on a 10 scale, right? Is that what's happening? Like, in other words, like, is this how they used to do it? Where it was, is this what's happening? Is that it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're saying like 3. Is that what they're doing? And because you went over, you're carrying the -1.
And if you're under 35 or went to a private school, you say 7 from 3 is 6.
7 from 3 is 6. You carried the 1, so it turned into a 3. So you subtracted, okay? But how is it 6? How do they get 6? Because it was a 4.
3 from 2 is...
Because 4 minus 7... What? Oh, 13 minus 7.
Was 9, carry the 1. And if you're under 35 or went to a private school, you say 7 from 3 is 6. But if you're over 35 and went to a public school, you say 8 from 4.
How did you do 8 from 4 is 6?
4 is 6. And carry the 1, so we have 106.
Carry the 1. Oh, the carrying makes it go here. But then how did you do... How is this 6? Is it 14 minus 8? But the carry the 1 made the 7 into an 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. Carry the 1.
69. But in the new approach, as you know, the important thing is to understand what you're doing rather than to get the right answer.
So you're telling me that this video...
Here's how they do it.
Chat, what if everyone is actually... That's crazy. So, wow. This is actually crazy. So this is like... And so this happened with the shit. Do you think this was our parents?
Now, that actually is not the answer that I had in mind, because the book that I got this problem out of wants you to do it in base 8. But don't panic. Base 8 is just like base 10, really, if you're missing 2 fingers. Shall we have a go at it? Hang on. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the 8's place. Now that's really 4 8s, so you make it 3 8s, regroup, and you change an 8 to 8 1s, and you add to the 2, and you get 1 2 base 8, which is 10 base 10, and you take away 3, that's 7. Okay? Now instead of 4 in the 8's...
I can't watch any more of this. This is fucking making me feel like I'm becoming dumber. Holy fuck. This reminds me of when I learned, give me a 1 if you ever took a class in linear algebra. Give me a 2 if you haven't. Give me a 3 if you don't even know what the fuck it is. Have you ever taken linear algebra? 1 for you know, 2 you haven't, 3 if you don't even know what it is. I'm so, yo, poor Tronk. Tronk, you're good, man. You're good. Don't sweat. Listen, motherfuckers be putting this in the fucking queue, all right? Linear algebra is mathematics on arrays, or sorry, on matrices. It is actually the basis by which 3D shit is based on. Like, you know, like fucking like in the graphics engines, right?
If you're given a 2x2 matrix describing a linear transformation and some specific vector, and you want to know where that linear transformation...
So like imagine, for example, you have a matrix that is describing a set of points in a 3D space or whatever, and in that 3D you want to rotate it 90 degrees. All those points in that matrix, how do you transform that, like in the background, the math that's happening? And the reason I bring this up and what this topic and that video reminded me of is like, I took linear algebra because you needed it. It was like a core class for computer science. Is like, oh, actually, this intro is, oh, this guy's amazing. 3 blue, 1 brown. This guy is literally a crackhead. Like when it comes to this kind of stuff. This might actually teach you well in a second. Give me 1 second. Oh, no, it doesn't. This is a specific topic. Great channel for math and other things. 3 blue, 1 brown. And it's supposed to be like 3 children and 1 student or teacher.
Matrices. For this,
but so, anyways, when I went to go learn this, old way to teach linear algebra, the guy, our teacher, was this old fuck. Let me see if this pictures. Was this old guy that went to MIT in like the 60s or the 50s. Like he was old as shit. And he went up on the board and he had the worst handwriting and he was using certain notation that literally was like he was writing a foreign language, right? And bro, I remember that's what that video reminded me of. Is like he was up on the chalk, like it wasn't in our book, it wasn't our reading material, but he'd go up there and he would write these equations in expressions that probably made sense to him, but we never learned those expressions before. And I remember we like everybody got fucked in that class, bro. Everyone got fucked. And we used to be like, after the class was over, I remember one day, like me and like one of my friends in the class, like after it ended, like as we were leaving, like I go, do you know what the fuck anything he was writing was? And literally he's like, no. And then literally everyone behind us was like, yeah, bro, I thought I was the only one. I was watching this thinking like everyone else understood what he was doing. And I just felt retarded. It was great. I don't know. Anyways. Oh. God damn it. Chat, no more of these videos.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14.
There is a clip that's going viral right now of a kid showing, I believe it's his mother, what Common Core math actually is. So you're going to see the mother
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Math equation and then the Common Core version of it. And then we wonder why kids' brains are exploding. Watch this.
When I was in school, Lucas, all we did, add here, so this is going to be 13. I carry the 1, and I'll go 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. That's my answer.
Learn how you show how it's actually done.
How it's actually done, okay.
These are the 10s, and that's the 1s.
Okay.
4 times and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's...
And then 7 ones. And then 1 more.
Wait, is this a wait, guys. Wait, please not this guy. Wait, tell me if I'm watching or doing something that it's like cringe, and I just don't know, because I feel like we're entering into a zone of like a part of the internet and politics that I'm extremely unaware of. I don't even know if this is a meme. This seems like bait. That's what I'm thinking.
10. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's an alt-right freak? Okay, well, if go to the next video. What a day, man. What is this? We're gonna probably meet up later this week, but yeah, the internet was down.
Boss,
Charlie, how are you?
I've been good, boss. As you know, the next couple of weeks are going to be very busy for me. Operation Concrete Phantom will be taking full effect.
Is this old? Hold on.
That being said, boss, you've seen the work I've done. The targets I've neutralized and the blood I've spilled. I think it's time we execute Operation Century. A team that is a extension of me. Trained, ruthless, and clean. They'll leave no trace, no witnesses, no loose ends. As you know, this is about precision, efficiency, and sending a message that cannot be ignored. Each of them will be handpicked, boss. I won't trust anyone who isn't cut from the same cloth. They'll be the shadows, unseen, but always there, just like you. I want to assemble, not just a group of killers.
Wait, chat, is this gonna be meta? Because as I'm listening to this, I'm thinking this might be meta, and I'm gonna close it. I think it's meta. It's gotta be. Because it's like a day ago, and this sounds like some shit that's gonna happen.
Into its 10. I've got 3 10s, which is 30, and 5 1s, so that is 30 plus.
Chat, stop doing this! What are you doing? Wait, listen, we're moving on! Guys, come on, man.
12 is 1 10 plus 2 1s. Okay, so that's step 1. The next step would be to draw a large box. Okay, and on this box, we're going to put both of our expanded numbers. So on the top, I'm going to put 30 plus 5, and on the side, I'm going to put 10 plus 2. Where your plus signs are, I want you to draw lines through the middle and down it. And then in the very corner, we're still multiplying, so I'm going to do a big multiplication sign. Starting with our very first number on the top, we say 10 times this, 10 times that. So first we're going to do 10 times 30. Sometimes it gets a little tricky when we have those extra zeros on there when we're multiplying by a 10. So I like to say 1 times 3 is 3. And how many zeros do we have? We've got 2, so we attach them to the end of the number. So 10 times 30 is 300. We did 10 times this, 10 times that. 10 times 5 is 50, so it goes in the first box. And then we do 2. We go down to the 2 because we're done with the 10. 2 times this, 2 times that. So 2 times 30. 2 times 3 is 6. And between both of these numbers, I've only got the 1 0, so I attach it to the end. 2 times 30 is 60. 2 times this, 2 times that. Now I'm going to do 2 times 5.
All right, let's just skip it. I can't watch any more of that.
Who's that? Who's
Pull
that?
up on him.
Pull
I
up.
need to grab my vest. Let me grab my vest.
No, just pull up on him and say hello.
For it, you bait. Just follow that motherfucker for a little bit. Scare him?
Well, I mean, he went up on the highway. We followed the highway. We're getting blasted.
No, he didn't. He stopped. He stopped on the train tracks.
No, you guys are good. We allow you to run free.
Go to it.
Go ahead, back it up. Hey, for the record, y'all is good. We allow you to run that money, all right?
Yeah, well, we're allowed. You're allowed. You guys are being allowed. Good fucking dogs.
Hey, you have our permission.
We got bitched.
Guys, it's gonna be put across both the benches.
Boys, I ain't gonna lie, the besties just bitched us. They just pulled up to us and said, we allow you to run your money like good dogs.
Yeah, but they've never once hit our money runs before, so they can stop talking and actually do something next time.
Oh shit!
He does not mean that.
Funny, the only gang that's been close to a money run of ours was Hades.
I'm telling you, when you're not looking for something, it comes to you.
I mean, they're outside now, but they know they're safe. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, they're finally doing it.
They
know they're safe, bro.
They're gonna build confidence. They're gonna build up, and they're gonna put in a crazy thing. They're gonna come back full force.
I mean, you heard what Apple said. Apparently, about like 20,000 bullets.
I mean, bro, the truth is, whether we like it or not, us alpha apex beasts, we cannot coexist. We just can't. I mean, there could only be one ruler of the animal kingdom, brother. If we catch wind that these motherfuckers are building up, trying to do any of that, we're gonna march into their village at night, and we're gonna kill everybody unfit to work.
You're gonna march in their village?
What?
Yo, guys, I need a nickname for the fight. What do you think it should be? I'm thinking the lines of 5-foot demon.
We had a match together before.
You were my enemy last game, but I don't know. I think I know your voice. Are you streaming?
What's that? Oh yeah. Oh, you mean like TikTok?
Yeah, like TikTok or somewhere.
Got it. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Wait, this clip is too short.
I will try to go a one-shot build. Focus, I will go low HP and I get focus lens and this strike, Phantom Strike.
Do you guys know Trig by any chance?
What?
Trig?
What's Trig?
I can ult Infernos.
Oh man.
There is a hole.
Stop! What are you guys do? Stop it!
We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image.
That's not the way you're supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it this
I don't know that way. Why would they change math? Math is math.
okay,
Math
Dad.
is math.
I'll just wait for Mom to get back.
What? Well, she won't understand it any better than I do.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. That is so funny.